Hey, what's up? I'm Gazbot, and welcome to Gazbot's Christmas Shots. That's right, it's the show about Christmas toys. No, not the toys that you may be given as presents or give others as presents, but the toys that only come out at Christmas. Now, some of them may be traditional, such as stockings. Others might be ornaments on the tree, or you might just have some favorite literal toys you bring out. And that's what I'm going to be talking to you today about. My Christmas toys, or my and Q's Christmas toys, because I'm married and some of them are hers. But she's not on this show, and I am, so I'm going to be doing the talking. So let's get started. What do you say? Ho, 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 ho! Right, so first things first. Here you can see our Christmas tree. It's lovely, it's great, and it has ornaments. Now, we're pop culture nerds, so there's a lot of sort of that thing. Now, here you can see I have a Michelangelo with a snowman that I got when I was younger. I want to say 12, 13, probably too old to be having it, but you know, I was a nerd even back then, so I was happy to have it. And this represents my favorite sort of ornament. A pop culture reference of something I'm a fan of, in this case Ninja Turtles, but very Christmassy. He has a Santa hat on, there's a snowman. I love that. Now below, this is one we just got this year. Actually, Q picked it out. This is the Aristocats from the Disney store. And it's cute because it's kind of like me and her, a little couple, and it's cats, which we both like. It's Disney and everything, but it's not especially Christmassy. So it's good, but not my favorite. Over here, this is a literal toy. This is from Super Sentai, which is Power Rangers in America. This is a Ranger key. This is a henshin device. This is they use to transform, but they released a Christmas version, which is half green and half red. I got a duplicate of this. I just stick him on there. He's an ornament. He stays with the ornaments. Over here, very traditional, at least in my household, we got the Heat Miser and the Cold Miser. I had him for a year or two. This one just came out this year and I got him. It's from a year without a Santa Claus, the Rankin Bass thing. He's Mr. Heat Miser. You get the idea. Down here, this was a birthday present this year from Q to myself. It is Godzilla. It is the Showa era Godzilla, and it has light and sound. Hear that? And the lights look really cool. Not Christmassy, except that it's an ornament, but I don't care because it's awesome. Now, I have a few of these. They're from Carlton Gifts, as opposed to Hallmark, which you might expect. Over here, I have Mecha Godzilla. Also has light and sound. Also from Carlton. This one came out a year or two ago. Some of these are still available, some are not. And they go for more than a normal Hallmark because mostly the light and sound, I'm guessing. But 20 would be on the low end. It's more like 25, 30. And if you miss the release, they could go up from there. Here we have a Finn and Jake. Here, we have an animal. It's an actual glass ornament with a Santa hat, so again, it's kind of a cool thing. Down here, we have the other Godzilla, which lights up. I'm not going to do all of them. I have some Star Wars ones. Again, this is a Star Wars scene, which I enjoy, and it lights up and talks, but it's just Star Wars. It's not Christmas Star Wars. One of my favorite ornaments that I've had since high school is right over here. This is the shuttlecraft Galileo from the original Star Trek series. Doesn't look very Christmassy, but what's good about it is it has a button you could press.
Shuttlecraft to Enterprise. Shuttlecraft to Enterprise. Spock here. Happy holidays. Live long and prosper.
So, it appears to just be a shuttlecraft that lights up perpetually, but when you press the button, you get Leonard Nimoy, who played Spock originally, and he came in and recorded that line as Spock, and it's a Christmas message, which I like. So you can see there's some more. Again, I'm not going to get into all of them. I think one other thing I will show you, though, and this is a toy kind of related thing, because I prefer these sort of ornaments. This is the Defiant from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, that you actually plug in to the light. Why is that? Well, you can see it's got running lights, it's got tail lights, it's a light. I mean, it's an ornament, but it's also a light. Constantly. There's no button you have to press, there's no batteries you put in it, as opposed to some other ones, which I still enjoy. This is from Phantom Menace, which was the first of the prequel movies. You can see we have Darth Maul and Qui-Gon fighting Obi-Wan, and there's a button. You press the button, and that lights up. Now, that's really cool, regardless whether you like the movie or not. And I wish it would stay lit up like that all the time, but it's not connected. It's run on batteries, so unfortunately, it's not a permanent thing. All right, let's move on. We have this snowman that Q has had since I met her. And he likes to sing Vanilla Ice. And his buddy, Kid Goku, in a Santa outfit. This was an import. Let me turn this off. This was an import from Japan. I actually got it for Q a couple of years ago. She's a big Dragon Ball Z fan, and this guy is awesome. He was not cheap, but he is pretty fun, and he's an example of a toy that only comes out on Christmas. This is a weird little Lego Christmas tree I got at Toys R Us years ago. I think it was free. Over here you can see some more traditional decorations, the little snowman and this. This is my Hoth 12-inch Luke from Hasbro that came out in the late 90s, I believe. I briefly collected this 12-inch series. I don't have any anymore except for him. I got him for Christmas, and he either intentionally or unintentionally got packed away with the Christmas decorations, and now he only comes out at Christmas because he's sort of snowy and hothy, and that's his deal. Similarly, this was a blind box TARDIS. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, but it was a chase that had a wreath and snow. Only comes out at Christmas. This is an ornament that I use as a Christmas decoration. Here's an 8-bit wreath we have. We don't put it on our front door because it's metal, so you can't attach anything. You can see the coins are lighting up. I turned that on for purposes of the video, but it is normally not on because unfortunately it's battery powered and it would die. So I also do things like you see we have extra hats, Christmas hats that I put on my guitar and the mic stand, and of course there's lights like anybody else might have. And last but not least, I'm going to show you my R2. This is the sort of, I think it's about 1.5 feet tall. It's not life size, but it's quite large, as you can see by my hand. Normally he talks and moves around and stuff, but his batteries are not in him. He's out all year round, but I like to put a Santa hat on him and this little Christmas bell that my grandmother gave the relatives a couple years ago at Christmas, and he becomes our little Christmas elf buddy. So as you can see, we are Christmasifying the Gazbot's Toy Shots lair. But whether you celebrate Christmas, another holiday, you don't celebrate at all, you're religious, you're not religious, doesn't matter. Just try to have a good day. Hopefully spend it with some people you like. If you have to work, I'm sorry, that's a bummer. Hopefully you could use that money to buy some new toys. And then maybe I'll discuss it next time on Gazbot's Christmas Shots, or just the regular Toy Shots, either way. Merry Christmas! Happy New Year! Blah, 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 blah. Ho, ho, ho.